can you get rich selling cars, Lance?
Yes.
Yeah, you can. Most people don't, but you can. I know lots of salespeople that make $150, $200, $250, $300, $350, $400,000 selling cars. But they've developed their skills and developed a clientele. Keith, if I bought a car from you today, how many times would I hear from you over the next 4 years?
Well, we got a system set up on our internet. I follow up immediately afterwards. I send a thank you card. I do 90 days. I do 6 months. I do birthdays. I do a year.
So
you're gonna hear from me a lot.
okay, you just named about 4 times in the first year,
Yeah.
and maybe 3 times in 2.
Yeah, and then it goes into 2 years, but I do every birthday, and then if there's something going on, I'll just drop you a thank you note for being a Don Davis Nissan customer.
Then there's a good chance that I would never forget who Keith is. And if I never forget who Keith is, Keith's doing his job. Because remember, a while back I asked what anybody in the market for a car today that woke up this morning in the market for a car, a truck, new or used, they all are going to go to internet. But if I was Keith's customer, I wouldn't go to the internet. I'd call Keith, because he actually took the time to make sure I never forgot who he was. Statistically speaking, what percentage of the people that bought a car a year ago today in this market can remember their salesperson's name?
80%.
80?
That can or cannot?
Can.
Oh, can, 20%.
8%.
It's low.
It's ridiculously low. Okay? And how important are referrals to your long-term success? Have you been taught to ask for referrals at delivery?
Yes.
Follow-up phone calls?
Always asking.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Didn't work in 1979. It doesn't work in 2024. Referrals are important, but it doesn't work for mathematical reasons. What do we have? 7, 8 million people in this market, give or take.
That's a great number.
What percentage of them today, right now, are looking for a car or truck, new or used? Five. That's it. In any market in this country, only 5% of the people at any given time are looking for a car or truck, new or used. So I buy a vehicle from you, Keenan, and you ask me for a referral. What are the chances of me knowing somebody in the market for a car? 5%. Okay? But I bought a car from Keith. Because Keith has stayed in touch with me over time, I'm going to be on the golf course, at work, at a party, wherever, and someone's going to say, hey, where'd you get your car? I'm going to say, hey, you got to go see my man Keith. Not only did I have a good time with him when I bought the vehicle, because by the way, if they buy a vehicle from you, have they had a pretty good time?
Yes.
Yeah, they like you. They trust you, or they wouldn't buy a vehicle from you. But if they don't remember who you are 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months down the road, you're not going to get the number of referrals you can otherwise get. Does that make sense? Keenan, if I don't forget who you are, I might not know anybody for 6 months in the market for a car, but then boom, I run into somebody. I go see my man Keenan at Don Davis Nissan. Great guy. Had a good time, and he's stayed in touch with me.